Truth, Money, and Freedom podcast.
Welcome back to another edition of Truth, Money, and Freedom. Today is Saturday, February 29th, 2020. Leap year, gang. Not a good one, though. The latest news has been out for hours now. I haven't gotten to it till now, but there has been the first death from the coronavirus in Washington State, and that happened today, roughly about 4 or 5 hours ago. And the reason why I'm making a video, and this is going to be one of my shortest videos, is just to let you know that basically people are starting to freak out on the West Coast. Now, this is the Marfoogle video, and this is actually the story from Zero Hedge on the death in Washington State. Both will be linked down below. People are freaking out. American Man called me yesterday, and he lives in California, as most of you know. He is a valued member of Truth, Money, and Freedom podcast. And he was letting me know that people were in Costco, where he lived in California, and pushing 2 carts. One individual pushing 2 carts. And the carts were filled with canned food and water and, hand sanitizer, things of that nature. And now Marfoogle, and he's very well known on YouTube, but Marfoogle had actually reported that, and he shows in this video right here, that the cars were lined up literally in the street to get into Costco, to buy their bulk supplies. So the last video I made, I had asked you guys to think about prepping and, start getting it done. And for those of you who have, that's awesome. Those of you who have not, you may want to do it like immediately. And this isn't a panic video. But if there's nothing on the shelves, where are you going to be if you have no preps, if you have no extra foods, stored, or, another story. I went to, what's the name of the drugstore's name? CVS, I believe it's called. It's a drugstore we have here in Missouri. I think it's a chain. They may have it in other states as well. And I went in there just to get hand sanitizer, the stuff that you squirt out of the bottle on your hand and, you wipe all over your hands. I went in there to get some of that. And there was a big shelf that was supposed to have the hand sanitizers. And there was only 3 bottles on that entire shelf, and that's it, 3 small 8-ounce bottles. And they were charging, I believe it was $5 per bottle, per 8-ounce bottle. And I've bought it before, and I know it's supposed to be 99 cents. That's the normal price we would pay for a standard, 8-ounce bottle of hand sanitizer. So they're jacking up the prices because of supply and demand. So, if you guys needed hand sanitizer, be prepared to pay an enormously expensive price now. The bottle itself said it was made in the USA with some components coming from outside the USA. That's all it said. But I'm willing to bet you that plastic bottle with the little squirt thing on top is made in China. And therefore, there'll be no getting any of this stuff into the United States because we can't get the bottles, the actual bottles that this goes into from China. So these are the intricacies that I was trying to express in my previous video talking about the consequences of the beer virus. It's not just products being made in China. It's components, parts of other things that fully assembled make a product. And that, I think, is the situation we're going to run into here real quick. This is not a panic video. Please do not take this as a panic video, but for the love of God, get out and get your preps. Get your stuff, get what you want, because there's runs on the stores right now. It's happening. It's happening on the West Coast, and if it's not happening here yet in the Midwest or on the East Coast, it will be very, very soon. The first death has been reported in the United States from the coronavirus. From the Kung flu. So, people can be irrational, and they can they freak out when stuff like this happens. It's human nature. So all I'm saying is prep. You guys need to get some extra stuff, for your supplies: Kleenex, paper towels, bathroom tissue. Get some extra toothpaste. Get an extra toothbrush. Whatever. I mean, if it comes down to hand sanitizer, you're in a bad way right now. You're going to pay a premium for it now. Okay, that's all I had for now. I'm going to try and make another video before the weekend is up, particularly before Ages open, because I have a lot to say about what's happened last week in the markets. Believe you me, I have a lot to say. And doesn't mean it's over. As news like this comes out, that can affect the markets very, very deeply. But I do think we have, basically, we're going to have a dead cat bounce, a very big one. So I'll do a video about that, hopefully before the weekend is up, because I like to make my prediction before the week. Silver and gold got hammered this past week, exactly as I expected. I knew they were going to go down, and there were reasons for that. I don't have a crystal ball, I'm not psychic, but there's patterns here to follow. Okay, that's all I have for you guys for right now. Please prep. Don't go crazy in the stores. Just get what you need. Make sure that your neighbors can get some stuff too. So, but that's my message for you guys. You guys all take care. May God bless each and every one of you and all of your families.